I want you to imagine a world in which extreme emotions, when left unchecked, became contagious and thus needed to be managed in a healthy way. And now imagine there was a way to bypass that management by pouring your heart and your soul and every other emotion into a letter, delivering that letter to another person, and if read, those emotions were transferred to them, completely ridding you of them. Which approach would you choose? Hi, my name is Seeds, and I'm designing a world in which postal workers, or couriers as I'll be referring to them, are at the top of the food chain, the most important members of society, some even reaching the status of gods. The power of letters, the power of emotions, and the evil and the good that come from it in a world teeming with the scariest monsters of them all, humans. There's other stuff though too, like there's more than just humans. But anyways, that's the top. That's the top of the top. Oh, sorry. Welcome to Luviere Dire. So I rewrote my main story so many times I lost count. And the thing was, I didn't even realize why at the time. Why was it every time that I sat down to write, my story would just morph over and over and over? It was really starting to bother me. But sometimes a single idea or a concept can just make you rethink and then just reframe everything. And this happened to me the other day. The idea was so simple and yet overwhelming. Letters. This was the key word, the key concept that unlocked my entire project. Like, I'm not joking right now. I could see the walls just melting down around me, and everything in my world was just coming to life in real time in my head. It was crazy. I'm serious right now. And one thing that unlocked, for example, were the characters. Before this, I kind of had no idea how to make an original character. The ones I have now, I kind of just forced to fit into my story, but there was no real thought or anything going into it past just, aesthetics and just shallow concepts. And slowly I was trying to work out their other personalities, but unlike other creators who have amazingly fleshed out characters that just live in their brain, mine kind of existed without a soul. I couldn't really guess how they would act or react to something or whatever because they were just pretty. They were just aesthetically pleasing, at least to me. But now, just by adding the concept of a letter, the entire story, the entire world that I was creating just exploded into life. And the characters were included in that. And so I now have a solid point in which to design from their jobs to where they're from, to what each region is like, and so on and so on. I will be introducing the main cast in a future video and expanding upon their history and design as I improve upon their initial looks to fit more within the world. But I am really excited to share this with you guys. I'm like, not just share, but explore it with you guys. Like, that's just, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. Why should you even care about this world or story? Well, honestly, you might not. Some people will and some people won't, and that's fine. Took me a long time to get to this point, by the way. My ego was definitely attached to this a bit, and there's a fear there, but things kind of changed. There was a time when I wanted the whole world to recognize me and appreciate my skills, but I'm older now and I am far more tired. So that idea has kind of lost its appeal. But instead, I'd like this story and this world to resonate with people who just love a good hero's tale, for people who like flawed characters, learning to cope with their emotions, their insecurities, and learning to go through their experiences, or doing the exact opposite and dealing with the consequences, I suppose. And for the main storyline, as I'm planning short stories that will persist inside of the world, a team of quirky main characters who all have very important jobs to do, and a story that dives into the importance of mental health, mental disabilities, and how they can both be a superpower and a curse. So how are we going about this? So originally there was just going to be a mix between short form content to keep the channel alive, and then the episodes, which would take longer to make. But I found the shorts weren't exactly what I wanted to do, and it just kind of felt too disjointed. So I'd rather have these building videos and then stories sprinkled in between as I finish them, or broken into parts as episodes, like, a long video, and then each one has like a part, cliffhangers, like at the end of Dragon Ball Z, right? Like, that kind of stuff. So each video is like a motion comic. It's all drawn, narrated, and edited by myself in both 2D and in VR. You'll see more of that as we move along. And I'm currently working on a visual style that I'd like to attempt to stick to for the project. So just bear with me as I get that sorted. It's something I've been working on for a long time, and I want to do it now. Now is the time. Now is the time. This project is big. It's bigger than anything I've ever embarked on before. And so because of that, I placed a lot of it on the back burner in fear of starting something that meant so much to me for reasons I can't fully explain. I mean, I can. I had this fear, that it would all just kind of amount to nothing. But just like the characters in Luviere Dire, I have to challenge those thoughts and overcome it. Because as the saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I pretty regularly come up with these crazy ideas that go way too far and are just like super random. But then I niche myself into this corner and then my stuff becomes anti-relatable. But this time I think things are different. I hope things are different. This whole time I didn't really know that there was, well, first of all, a separation between the building of a world and the stories told within it. And when I did find out, I was worried about spoiling or ruining the story. But my girlfriend made a really, really, really great point. She said, does knowing about how the Earth works make stories about people on Earth boring by default? Yeah, point taken. And second, I didn't know that there was a community in which to express and share this process/passion. So originally, I was going to go about this process just silently, just on my own, just in the cave until I found out about this community. And I really, really feel like I found my people, but they haven't found me yet. So I've decided to share my journey in hopes that they eventually will. And also I get a lot of my ideas via bouncing concepts off other people, which just helps me expand. So this is not only exciting, but it's practical as well. I do have to thank Unique Namosaurus for introducing me to literally all of this. Am I using literally right? Don't come for me. He linked me to this amazing video the other day by Monster Garden, who I will link in the description. Please go and follow. In which he was redesigning dwarves.
I redesigned dwarves.
And it just swung a door wide open into a world of content that I didn't know I needed. But here I am now, hooked and inspired with a bunch of new subscriptions. I hope to form a connection with all of you, and hopefully have that inform aspects of this world and my stories. I feel the coolest thing about creating a world is that it's just a garden in which many things can exist and grow. And I have so many stories that I'd like to plant. And it's just crazy because it's like, who knows how big the garden might grow. So a huge thank you to anybody who got all the way to the end of this video. It was a long one, so I do appreciate it and appreciate your time, of course. And I really, really do hope that you will join me on this journey, this brand new journey. And if you would like, you can subscribe and you can follow me as I develop this project. And if you really enjoyed this video, you can also, thumbs up. I guess it helps with the algorithm, or just share it with even a single person or somebody that you think might be interested in what I'm creating as well. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for your time. And I will see you guys soon, very, very soon. So let's get world building. I'm so hype. I'm so hype. I can't like this. It's crazy. This whole new thing exists, and I feel so inspired and excited for the first time in so many years. The internet, it brings a lot of weird stuff, but every once in a while it showcases something just truly awesome, and I feel blessed whenever I get to experience those awesome moments, and hopefully this is one of them. So I will catch you guys in the next video where we're gonna just jump right into the world building. I think we're gonna start off with the world, and we're gonna go from there. But yeah, stay safe out there. I'll catch you. Peace.